So a long time ago, I applied to become a foster parent. I wanted to give in some way, and so I had applied for that program, and it was an incredible, incredible, eye-opening experience. One of the things that I gained from that was the understanding of what it is to be a child in the foster care system. The difference between a child that's raised in a safe, comfortable, loving environment where they feel unconditional love and they don't feel the uncertainty of being moved around or left or abandoned or any of that, right? You have that child, and then you have the child who, could come home tomorrow to nobody there, and their life is constantly in an uproar. They've never really had a parent that was truly present with them, taking care of them and loving them and nurturing. And these two children will have very, very, very different perspectives of the world. You may meet one of them, and that one may not want you to touch them or look at them directly in the eyes, where the other one is very open and comfortable in that space. And see, all of that comes from their experiences. They became the filters that they look through at the world. This is one thing that you'll never, ever, ever, ever be able to do, is look through my eyes and see the world. You and I could be looking at the exact same sunset, the exact same tree, whatever it is that we're looking at, but you have no idea how I'm seeing it. Other than, we all have a general idea of what a tree looks like, but I may have an incredibly different experience as I'm looking through my eyes than you would have through yours. And if we take into consideration those foster care, children and somebody who's had a safe, loving, environment that they've been nurtured and cared for and loved and grown in that space, they're going to grow up and have completely different filters through which they're viewing the world. See, this is what compassion really is, and this is what we need more of right now, is the type of compassion where you try to see the world through my eyes. When you're hearing of somebody taking an action that maybe isn't in alignment with you, maybe they're doing something different or saying something different than you would, can you get into their eyes for a moment? Can you see who they are and their experiences and see how they're viewing the world and maybe why they're creating those choices, decisions, etc.? This is so important in these times right now, that we step into compassion, into our hearts, that we let go of judgment, that we quit creating divides and you and me and separation and how we're different and validating our anger and our frustration and all of this stuff on stop it. Stop it. We need to come together again. We've got to find compassion. Try to see the world through that person's eyes, and then from that place, make that judgment, make that decision to maybe just love them. It's really that simple. In my life coaching, this is something I do all the time. The first thing I want to do is sit down and talk to you about where you're at. I want to hear your view, and then I want to hear a little bit about how you got there. Tell me your life. Tell me some stories about how you've experienced love in your past, this sort of thing, so that I can step into your shoes and now see the world through your eyes. I can also see some of the beliefs that you've accumulated and created, and some of the ways that we can shift some of those beliefs so that now we can create a new world for you to see. Right? This is so important. So important nowadays that we all take that time to step into each other's shoes and look at the world through each other's eyes. And you might find that it's very, very different. But, we all have the same end result in mind, or goal in mind, and that is that we are all looking for love, unity, connection, community, all of that stuff. Every single one of us, this is what we want, is happiness and joy, to be accepted. So, thank you so much.